Alright, so more examples of compounding interest. And this time we're going to take our annual percentage rate and break it down over the year. So it's the same formula, future value equals present value times 1 plus r to the t. R is the interest rate per period, so you take your APR as a decimal, divide by n. N is how many times you're compounding. So in the previous example, we compounded quarterly, so it was 4 times. In this first example, we're going to do monthly. Monthly is probably the most common case. And then remember what T is. T is not time. T is the number of times we are reinvested. So it's the number of interest periods. So it's the N, the compounding periods, times years. Alright? So that's what it is. N times years. That's what the T value is. So make sure you're careful here. It's N times years. Alright? N times your compounding period times year. How many times it's reinvested. Alright, so Bob has invested $4,500 into an account with an annual percentage rate of 6%, but we're breaking it down monthly. So N is 12, which means we're taking our APR, and to get R, in our interest rate per period, we take our APR as a decimal, so 0.06, and we break it down over the 12 months. So 12 times a year, my money gets reinvested, and every time it gets reinvested, I earn a little bit more, because I have a little bit more money in my account. Alright, this one does simplify to 0.05, so I will simplify R. Sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, we leave it exact. T is our compounding period, 12 times the number of years. Number of years is 10. So for 10 years, we break down the money 12 times over each one of those years. So for a total of 120 times, the money gets reinvested, and I earn a little bit more each time. So T is 120. Alright, 120 times we get to reinvest our money. Alright, then we plug it into the formula. So our future balance is equal to our present value. Present value is 4,500 times 1 plus R, and I'm just going to write it 1.005. Take 1 plus my R. Raised to the 120. So again, that's the number of times my money gets reinvested over the years. And it comes out to a grand total of $8,187.29. Alright, so of that $8,187.29, how much interest did we earn? Well, again, whether we're compounding once a year or 12 times a year, interest is found the same way. It's always the future amount minus the present. How much we have at the end of the time minus how much we invested. The difference is the interest we earned over those years. And so $8,187.29 is how much we had after 10 years. We personally put in $4,500. So that means, or Bob put in $4,500, which means the difference is the extra, right? The amount of money they earned on their investment, which was $3,687.29 was the reason why you invest, right? You earn money on your money. Alright, the next example. Alright, a CD, a certificate of deposit. So this is a type of an investment. You can invest in what's called a CD. It's a type of, again, you go to a bank or some investment firm and you can invest money in there, and they give you like a guaranteed return. Right? And so suppose in this particular CD, the guaranteed return is 7.2%. So we're investing, so our present value is that. The APR is 7.2%. What's the value of the mature CD if it's compounded quarterly? So mature means when you invest in a CD, you have to leave your money there. You can't take it out. If you do take it out, usually you get penalized, and it's actually very hard to do. So you're telling these people for 5 years you can keep my money, and they're telling you if we get to use your money, we're going to use it however they're going to, invest it somehow. And over the years, they guarantee you a return on that money. Now, that's how, again, investments work. So compounded quarterly means 4 times a year they're going to break the money down, and you get to earn a percentage of it. So you take your 7.2%, break it down over 4 quarters of the year, every 3 months. So R is your interest rate, 0.072 as a decimal, divided by 4. So R is broken down 4 times in the year, which that does simplify to 0.018. T is 5 years times 4, right? So 20 times your money gets reinvested at that 0.018%. Alright, so finding the future value. Well, that's the present value, 5,700 times 1 plus r, so 1.018 raised to the 20. 20 times it's reinvested. So make sure you raise it to the 20, not to the 5. The future value is $8,143.86. What's the value of the mature CD if it's compounded monthly? Alright, so what if we, instead of compounding it 4 times, we compound... So the difference in the compounding types, that's what this one's looking at. It should make sense that the 12 is going to give you a little bit more. It doesn't give you a whole lot more, but it does give you a little bit more. Had it been a longer investment, it would be more significant. So if it would have been over more than 5 years, it would be a bigger difference. But again, it should make sense. Your money's making money a little bit faster because 12 times a year gets reinvested. So R is our 0.072 now divided 12 times throughout the year. So that's 0.006. T is 12 times for 5 years, so 60 times the money gets to reinvest and earn that percentage rate, all right, over the 5-year period. So future value is present value, same present value, 45700. New R, though, 1.006 raised to the 60. Now, again, it's broken down so that R is smaller, but it's more often, all right? And you get more, right? Instead of 20 times, it's reinvested 60 times. Again, it doesn't earn a whole lot more, but it does earn a bit more. So if we're investing 12 times, it's still $8,161.19. All right, like I said, it would be a bigger difference if it was, say, over a 10-year period or 20-year period. But it is a difference, right? You're going to earn more when it's reinvested more often. All right, 12% versus, or 12 times versus 4 times. All right, we'll stop there. We'll pick up the next set of notes, which is on doubling time in the next lesson.